Now we are going to discuss about chapter 4, which is entitled the audio-lingual methods. Okay, everyone, yeah, can you guess what are the points of aims of this unit? Uh, Earlier, I have yeah, illustrate some points, but no one can see it. Okay, so now I can let you know. Can let you see. It is really want us to develop communicative and or automatic use of the target language. When uh, yes, seeing this point, we know that this audio lingual method want us to to practice speaking the language that we are learning it. No need to use our native language. If for example, if we study English, we have to speak English at all time, at all situation. If we learn other language, we have to use those language as the target language. We don't use our native language. Okay, which means this chapter 4 improve us the speaking skill. Because it is more. It is more at communicative and automatic use of the target language. Okay, let's check the second point. What does it mean, everyone? To build correct language habits through repetitions and drills. Repetition and drills. How do you think about the second point?
You just have to repeat it. You have to do it again and again until you get it,
Yeah,
until you're used to it.
sure. Which one? It focus on the uh, practice every day, every time, and repeatedly, right? Okay, as our habits. Okay, next. To master grammatical patterns without memorizing rules. Yes, the third point want us to to practice speaking all the uh, word in structure, in patterns, in structure of grammar. Uh, it doesn't want us, or it doesn't require us to memorize the rules, the definition, or the forms. Okay. It requires us to practice in the grammatical templates, right? Templates. It is already, so we just follow the the templates or the patterns by replace the new word for the new contents. Okay, the next point. To improve accurate pronunciation and intonation through modeling. Yeah. As you know, when we practice speaking every day in grammatical patterns, well, which means we can improve or we can enhance the pronunciation and intonation accurately, through the patterns. Okay, next, how do you think about the fifth point? To reuse native language interference by using only the target language. How do you think? To minimize speaker our own language, right? So uh, when the teacher use the audiolingual method, which means they try to minimize their native language. They want their students and the teacher themselves to speak only the target language. For example, if they speak English, they have to speak English at all times. No need translation into their native language. Yeah, so practice like this, yeah, every day or every time, so that target language will be improved. Yeah, hopefully this is the last point. Yeah, to enable quick and accurate responses without conscious thinking. Yeah, how do you think? Yeah, how do you think to enable quick and accurate responses without conscious thinking? Uh, which means we speak in the target language automatically. No need to think from the native language to the target language. So, uh, yeah, using this audiolingual method, the learners and also the teacher automatically speak the target language. Yeah, so it is promoted the speaking skill, right? Okay, according to uh, these six main point of aims, we can understand that the audiolingual method promote speaking skill, especially the target speaking skills. Well, before we are going to discuss more, firstly, I would like you to to check some points in the introduction section. Yeah, through our introduction section, it has many significant points that we can we can check. Yeah, we can verify uh, all what happened in this audio lingual method. Um, in the introduction sections of the audiolingual method, it is it focuses on oral based approach. Yeah, it focuses on speaking speaking skill. Yeah, which means it is similar to direct method. Yeah, it is similar to. And the next point, audiolingual method focuses on drilling, on drilling grammatical sentence patterns. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This kind of method want the target language learner to speak, in the in the template already constructed, or to speak in to speak in the template. Okay, in the template only. Sometimes we can say it is used in the uh, sentence structure. Everyone saying yes, sentence structure when one sentence has constructed some way, we just follow that template. Yeah, we just follow that structure. One point audio lingual method is less emphasis on vocabulary, on words learn through context. Okay, so it doesn't focus on learning the words or vocabulary. Okay, it just want the learners to follow the speaking structure or the sentence patterns. Yeah, it is not more at vocabulary emphasis. And yeah, okay, one more point you can see here, a strong theoretical base in linguistics and psychology. Yeah. All the learners must be on a strong theoretical base in the target language. And at the meantime, they have to understand what they are all going to say. They try to understand their desire, okay, their psychology, what do they want and what do they need. Okay, so we just try to look for, and then we complete their demand or their desire. Yeah, this audio-lingual method has already developed from structural linguistics by Charles Fries in 1945. Yeah, okay, so it is long time ago. Yeah, comparing to right now. Yes, as you can see, since 1945, and this audio-lingual method has been uh, constructed, has been developed. And at the meantime, audio-lingual method, also called a Michigan method, yeah, because it is built at the Michigan University, and at the moment, it is named Michigan method, yeah. So it has got two names, and the audio-lingual method also, yeah, is also influenced by behavioral psychology. Yeah, it is developed by Mr. Skinner. Okay, by Mr. Skinner in 1957. Okay, so everything look in order. Yeah, it is sequentially constructed from one method to another. So it looks connected. Yeah, and well, it also occurs through conditioning. Yeah, conditioning. Uh, audiolingual methods is used by conditioning. Yeah, or when the situation seems to be a practice or repeated, the speaker lead the follower to to repeat him or to repeat her according to the real situation. So at that time when they can use in that appropriate situation, and the leader can have to bring his or her follower to repeat, to do the repetition. And when they have done the repetition well, at the moment the practice is the practice has the reinforcement. Yeah. So these 3 points, yeah, have the influence or have the uh, logical flow in practice. And the audiolingual method aim to replace native language habits. Yeah, with target language habits, which means we don't use native language at all. Yeah, we just use the target language only. Um, yeah, it is also commonly used in structure, teacher-led classrooms. Okay, everything is already structured. Okay, the students just follow the structure, and the teacher lead the whole class to follow everything that the teacher has already structured. Okay, which means we just follow the template. Okay, the conversational pattern. Okay, so the teacher say some word, the students just follow. For example, the teacher say to the bank. Okay, to the bank. So the student just follow to the bank altogether. Okay, if the teacher say uh, going to the bank. Okay, so the students just follow the teacher's word, going to the bank altogether. Okay, when the teacher speak in sentence, I am going to the bank. So all the students just follow their teachers. I am going to the bank altogether. Okay, so these are the way that the audio lingual method apply. Yeah, So the student just follow the template like this. Well, now we okay. I forgot to confirm you that the audio lingual method has conducted in Mali country, yeah, in Mali country in Africa, yeah. Um, it is conducted for 34 students there, which are yeah 13 to 15 years, and from this experience conducting, it has been found some main point follow. So you can see a student listen attentively to a new dialogue, yeah, presented by the teacher. Yeah, a student listen attentively to a new dialogue presented by the teacher. Okay, when the student listen already and they understand, okay, they follow. Yeah, they practice all the lines that the teacher provided them. The dialogue is a conversation between two people. Students are expected to memorize the dialogue. Okay, so they uh, can yeah they can practice their dialogue because their memorization of the sentence patterns that the teacher provided them. All instructions are given in English only. Okay, for example, they learn English, so English is their target language. Yeah, when they learn English, so all the instructions in English are are applied by those students. Okay, meaning is conveyed through actions. Yeah, not the students' native language. Okay, so yeah, you can see here. Meaning is brought through role plays. Yeah, through uh, actions performance. But those students are not allowed to use their native language. Yeah, so this is the way that the audiolingual method apply. And the next point, the teacher acts out and repeats the dialogue for students to listen carefully. Yeah, which means the teacher start first, and the student repeats after after the teacher, and finally the student themselves practice speaking carefully with with their partner based on the conversational scripts or based on the dialogue structure. ចឹងបងប្អូនមើលឡើងនេះរៀងតន់ទេមានន័យថា yes okay doesn't want to say និយាយទៅ audio lingual method ហ្នឹងវាជារបៀបបរៀនមួយយ៉ាងដែលលោកគ្រូគាត់នាំមុខណាបាទឧបមាលោកគ្រូគាត់ប្រើពាក្យណាមួយកូនសិស្សទាំងអស់គាត់ត្រូវថាតាមគាត់ទាំងអស់គ្នាបាទឧបមាថាលោកគ្រូគាត់ហៅពាក្យថា good morning អញ្ចឹងកូនសិស្សគាត់ repeat តាមគ្រូគាត់ good morning ទាំងអស់គ្នាអញ្ចឹងណាបាទហើយអញ្ចឹងលោកគ្រូគាត់ឲ្យជា short conversation មួយឧទាហរណ៍ថាតួអង្គនេះឈ្មោះថា Sally ចុះគាត់និយាយទៅកាន់ Bill បាទអញ្ចឹងលោកគ្រូគាត់អានមកថា good morning Bill អញ្ចឹងកូនសិស្សទាំងអស់គ្នាគាត់អានតាមលោកគ្រូគាត់គឺ good morning Bill ទាំងអស់គ្នាបាទអញ្ចឹងជួបបន្ទាប់ good morning Sally បាទអញ្ចឹងកូនសិស្សក៏តបមកវិញថា good morning Sally ដែរអញ្ចឹងតួអង្គរបស់គេមាន Sally និង Bill គាត់បានឆ្លើយឆ្លងគ្នាអញ្ចឹង Sally គាត់ថា how are you អញ្ចឹងកូនសិស្សគាត់ repeat តាមគ្រូគាត់ថា how are you ដែរ Bill គាត់ថា fine thanks and you បាទអញ្ចឹងកូនសិស្សគាត់ថា Bill fine thanks and you ដូចគ្នាបាទអញ្ចឹងបន្តមកទៀត Sally គាត់ថាម៉េច fine where you going បាទ fine where you going អញ្ចឹងកូនសិស្សគាត់ repeat តាមគ្រូគាត់ដែរ fine where you going បាទគាត់ថា I'm going to the post office បាទអញ្ចឹងកូនសិស្ស repeat តាមគ្រូគាត់ដែរគឺ I'm going to the post office I am too បាទអញ្ចឹងកូនសិស្សថា I am too ដែរ shall we go together បាទអញ្ចឹងកូនសិស្សគាត់ repeat ជួរនឹងដែរណាបាទ shall we go together ចឹងបើសិនជាកន្លែងហ្នឹងគឺតួអង្គគេថា sure let's go អញ្ចឹងគឺលោកគ្រូអានអញ្ចឹងកូនសិស្សក៏អានអញ្ចឹងដែរគឺ sure let's go ដូចគ្នាបាទនៅពេលដែលកូនសិស្សគាត់ repeat ហើយគឺលោកគ្រូអ្នកគ្រូគាត់ឲ្យកូនសិស្សរបស់គាត់ហ្នឹងpractice ហាត់និយាយជួរហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងទៅបាទនេះគឺជាការបរៀនបែប audio lingual method បាទជាទូទៅយើងឃើញtextbook មួយចំនួនដែលប្រើ method ហ្នឹងដូចជាអីគេstreamline ទេបងប្អូនធ្លាប់ឮ streamline ទេបាទ streamline ខ្ញុំមើលទៅគឺឃើញគេ conduct method ហ្នឹងច្រើនបាទអូខេនេះណាជាអ្វីដែលខ្ញុំចង់លើកឡើងណាអញ្ចឹងនៅពេលដែលលោកគ្រូគាត់បាទគាត់អានហើយកូនសិស្សគាត់ repeat តាមអញ្ចឹងណាបាទដូចគ្នាមកបាទអញ្ចឹងចុងក្រោយគឺកូនសិស្សគាត់ហាត់និយាយគ្នាគាត់បាទអូខេជាមួយពាក្យមួយចំនួនទៀតដូចជា teacher ask student to listen carefully and understand the dialogue yeah when a teacher asks their students or his or her students to listen carefully or understandably and then they can practice their conversation okay their dialogue whole class repeats each line after the teacher's model បាទអញ្ចឹងកន្លែងហ្នឹងដល់ពេលដែលកូនសិស្សទាំងអស់គាត់ស្ដាប់គ្រូរបស់គាត់ហើយបាទគាត់យល់អញ្ចឹងចុងក្រោយគឺបាទកូនសិស្សមួយថ្នាក់ហ្នឹងគឺគាត់បាទគាត់practice តាមជួរមួយដែលលោកគ្រូគាត់អានណាបាទបន្ទាប់ពីលោកគ្រូគាត់បានអានហើយបាទអញ្ចឹងគ្រូអានមួយជួរអញ្ចឹងទៅសិស្សគាត់អានជួរមួយជួរតាមគ្រូរបស់គាត់តាមក្រោយបាទ Okay, lines are repeated several times before moving on. But okay, this point we know that it is yeah often practiced at the primary level, primary levels, and especially it is popular among the kids. The kids. Line are repeated several times. Okay, many times before the teacher start a new line. Students have difficulty with one sentence. Okay, as you can see this sentence confirmation, if the teachers speak or read in a long sentence, it is really hard for students to remember to follow to repeat the long sentence. So the best way teacher should read in word or phrase, word or phrase, because it is not too long, too long for remembrance. Well, one more point, teacher stops and use a backward build-up expansion drill. So he repeatedly do this, for his students or for their students. And sentence is broken into smaller parts. As I already mentioned, the sentence is very hard to remember, to recall. So the easier way to the students teacher should break those sentences into smaller part, okay, or into phrases. Especially it should be started from the back of the sentence or from the end of the sentence. Okay, moving back to the first as having the subject at the beginning. For example, to the post office. Okay, so we can start like the first and okay, going to the post office. So the student can easily remember. Okay, going to the post office. Okay, going to the bank or going to the school. When we read in sentence, they also remember well. I am going to school, or I am going to the bank, or I am going to the post office. If we speak in long sentence, because the student can understand well when we have broken into smaller parts. Parts are gradually expanded. Until student can repeat the full sentence. Okay, this is what I already mentioned. Okay, you can see here. Yeah. Teacher repeat. Okay, repeat after me. Yeah. Post office. This is what the teacher need to do. Yeah. Then the student repeat after their teachers. Okay. Post office. Then teacher use to the post office. Okay. Then the student repeat. Okay. Repeat his teacher. Okay. Their teachers. Yeah. To the post office. Yeah. អញ្ចឹងកូនសិស្សគាត់ថាតាមអញ្ចឹងណាបាទអញ្ចឹងនៅពេលដែលលោកគ្រូគាត់ចង់បន្ថែមមកទៀត going to the post office then the student repeat after their teacher yeah going to the post office finally the teacher can speak in sentence yeah teacher can speak in sentence uh, the student also can yeah remember the sentence because they already remember the phrase okay the word the phrase and finally they can yeah remember the sentence yeah the teacher can say I'm going to the post office and then the student can repeat yeah I'm going to the post office okay this is the way the yeah the audiolingual method apply or conducted in teaching and learning បាទអញ្ចឹងនៅក្នុងទម្រង់នេះគឺគេរៀនបែបអញ្ចឹងណាបងប្អូនគ្នាធ្លាប់លឺណាបើធ្លាប់ឆ្លងកាត់ទេបងប្អូនគ្នាអា still រៀនបែបអញ្ចឹងលោកគ្រូគាត់ហាអញ្ចឹងទៅជាងហាតាមគាត់ទៅបានតែឃើញទេ
I think this we call it mirroring,
yes yeah okay
and
yeah
it's also you can learn it also in YouTube because they also have that kind of lesson.
yeah
You just listen to it and you repeat,
yeah
practicing the conversation.
right yeah it focuses more on skills yeah it focuses more on yeah communicative skill yeah it doesn't focus on the grammar structure or forms or rules or definitions or vocabulary okay so everything uh, yeah focus on the pattern yes sentence patterns
Yes,
and
pattern, and also we call it like pronunciation.
yes you
So
are
you
right
have to pronounce it like exactly what they have said.
all right
Like example, some of others they just say the sounds are like post office, post office. Then they have to say post office like that. Some others they like to say office, go to office.
yeah must be
So they
clear
have to
and
practice it.
all right okay sometimes teacher break yeah, difficult lines into smaller parts to help yeah accurate production. Okay, this is what you okay. Teacher Malay has already mentioned. Yeah, yeah, past office. Yeah, student practice intensive repetition by yeah, imitating the teacher's model. Okay, by yeah mimicry yeah mimicry ត្រាប់តាមណាបាទ yeah a student practice intensive yeah repetition by yeah imitating or by mimicry the yeah the teacher pronunciation teacher yeah reading yeah roles are switched yeah teachers or class yeah groups boys versus girls yeah for varied dialogue practice okay so it has got the switching okay so they can do the role play yeah in their conversation yeah. Chain drills allow individual speakings and limited communicative exchange yeah it is similar to the third point they repeat doing the drills okay to yeah to get the uh, speaking okay to get the speaking skill conducted to all yeah the individuals yeah all the okay all the learners okay so they have to improve they have to enhance the skills pairs pairs of students perform the full dialogue for the class yeah. This kind of teaching approach allow the student to join, to participate their learning activity, uh, to speak for everyone. Okay, everyone must join, and they have to practice speaking with their partners or with their peers in the whole class អាហ្នឹងគឺចូលរួមទាំងអស់គ្នាបាទអញ្ចឹងកូនសិស្សដល់ពេលដែលគាត់ចូលរួមទាំងអស់គ្នាអញ្ចឹងវាធ្វើអា audio learn audio lingual method ហ្នឹងវា work បាទវាដំណើរការល្អបាទ a lesson moves from repetition drill to substitution drills បាទអញ្ចឹងកន្លែងហ្នឹងគឺការបាទមេរៀនហ្នឹងក៏វាត្រូវបាទដំណើរការពីបាទការវឹកហាត់ដដែលៗទៅជាការវឹកហាត់ជាកលៈបាទជាផ្នែកបាទអញ្ចឹងដំបូងវាចេញមកជាពាក្យឬក៏ជា phrase ដល់ពេលយូរទៅវាទៅជាប្រយោគអញ្ចឹងទៅបាទ single slot substitution drill practice replacing word using teacher cue បានទៅពេលដែលនិយាយហ្នឹងលោកគ្រូគាត់អាចប្រើរូបភាពបាទប្រើរូបភាពដើម្បីជាជំនួយដាក់នៅកន្លែងចន្លោះណាមួយសម្រាប់កូនសិស្សគាត់រនៅគាត់ឃើញហើយដល់ពេលកូនសិស្សឃើញរូបភាពហ្នឹងទៅគាត់បានជាកលឹះបាទអញ្ចឹងកូនសិស្សគាត់ឃើញរូបហ្នឹងគឺគាត់ switch ទៅអា target language ហ្នឹងហ្មងបាទគឺគាត់អត់អត់ស្ទើរគិតអំពី native language របស់គាត់មកព្រោះគាត់ឃើញរូបភាពហ្នឹងហើយណាបាទ Okay so single slot substitution drills ចឹងឡើយនេះលោកគ្រូគាត់ប្រើរូបភាពជំនួសបាទជួយសិស្សដើម្បីគាត់នឹកឃើញបាទ visual aids visual aids they are likely picture support vocabulary substitution បាទចឹងរូបភាពហ្នឹងវាជួយឲ្យសិស្សនឹកឃើញពាក្យដែរបាទ Okay this kind of audiolingual method use a lot of learning materials okay those materials are found here they are likely pictures uh, okay maps pencil okay everything they use in their learning they are brought to use as the visual aids so it is more at a visual usage បាទហ្នឹងវាប្រើសម្ភារៈច្រើនណាបាទ pronoun substitution drill reinforce correct forms of the verb be បាទចឹងនេះវាជំរុញដែរណាបាទ pronoun substitution drill push okay require the learner to use the verb to be in the correct form so for example I use with am use with are he she it use with is they we you use with are okay all of this usage are already constructed in the grammatical patterns so those pronoun substitution drills are correctly used with the final verb of verb to be because it is already designed in the rules and we just replace the subject in and we use the final verb to be based on the subject so that's why it is automatically correct it is automatically correct everyone do you see this teacher use all of this visual aids in his or in her teaching the student just speak about something they have seen and when they already answer when they already answer the teachers using this and she quickly use another visual aids to convey to to conduct in the sentence or in the words they have seen បាទគេនឹកឃើញនៅពេលដែលកូនសិស្សគាត់ឃើញរូបភាពហ្នឹងណា បាទអញ្ចឹងសិស្សហ្នឹងគាត់ហាយយកមកបាទហាយពេលដែលចប់មួយចឹងទៅអ្នកគ្រូគាត់ដូរបាទដូរអញ្ចឹងគាត់អ្នកគ្រូគាត់និយាយថា okay so you can say in word in phrase or in sentence okay uh, yeah this is the way that the audiolingual method are conducted in teaching and learning yeah this section has got many points and I think if you have read this it is yeah it is more significant. Teacher increases task difficulty using multiple slot submission drills. Yeah, as you have seen the picture, the teacher conducted this activity, and then the teacher and when the student have seen, the student also identify parts of speech and place cue correctly in sentences. Yeah, when the students have seen uh, those pictures or their pictures, they automatically know, okay, know what they are, know what and how they use in the sentence correctly. And then when they get these two main points, they automatically have the transformation. Yeah, they can transform their thinkings into sentences. Okay, so point number three, transformation drill are used to change statements into yes or no questions. Okay, yeah. The third point comes up with the existence of the first two main points above. A teacher model patterns. Your students repeat and transform sentence quickly. Yeah. Yeah. You already know that the teacher says something. The student follow speaking. The student follow repeating the teacher's model. Okay, the sentence. Question and answer drill use picture to guide responses. Okay, you have seen it. Student practice affirmative and negative answer based on your visual cues. Yeah, at this point, the teacher can, yeah, can the teacher have to give student an example first, then yeah, give them opportunity to speak in affirmative sentence or in negative sentence. Yeah, based on the teacher give them instruction clearly to switch the sentence model. And then a teacher maintains a fast pace to encourage automatic responses. Yeah. It is like, okay, good, correct, something like that. Yeah, pronunciation errors are corrected immediately through modeling. Okay. Yes, as teacher Malay mentioned earlier, when students pronounce incorrectly, the teacher correct okay the error at the moment. Okay, correct immediately អានេះការបញ្ចេញសម្លេងសំខាន់ណាបើសិនខុសភ្លាមគឺគ្រូកែពេលនឹងភ្លាមហ្មងណាបាទ lesson ends with role plays of the original dialogue. Okay, so yeah, when the student have already listened to the teacher explain them already, the student yeah have to join the conversation. Yeah, and one more point, students use only English. Yeah, because yeah they they focus on target language. Yeah, because they are learning English, and then when they use English, they also respond English fluently and show increased confidence. Okay. Normally, when people speak or think correctly, they exactly have a confidence automatically. Yeah, this is the experience that they get. Okay, everyone. So we have more about the points of experience. Yeah, throughout the textbook, it has 8 points of experience. Yeah, from this section. In lesson later in the week, the teacher will do the following. Sorry everyone, what happened? Mà tao này miền ai vậy xong tôi.
Me, teacher. May I leave first, teacher?
Okay, please.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you,
okay.
teacher. Thank you so much.
Now it should be on time for you. Okay. Yeah, have good luck.
Thank you,
Okay.
teacher.
All right. Yes. Okay, everyone. Let's check some human point in the sections. Yeah, in the experience section. In lesson letters in the week, the teacher will do the following. The teacher. Okay, the next week come. The teacher just want those students to to practice their conversation again, right? Yeah, to review the dialogue. Yeah, to review their conversation. Yeah, before they start the new conversation. And the second one, expand upon the dialogue by adding a few more lines, such as I am going to the post office. I need a new stamps. Yeah, if the teacher want their student to to add more information, so the teacher can ask them to add one more sentence or two more sentence according to the student ability to add on កន្លែងនេះបើសិនជាលោកគ្រូចង់ឲ្យសិស្សរបស់គាត់និយាយបានច្រើនណាបាទយើងដំបូងគឺសិស្សគាត់ចាំបានតែ I am going to the post office ទេតែប៉ុណ្្នឹងឯងប៉ុន្តែលោកគ្រូថាឥឡូវក្មួយៗកូនអាចនិយាយមកជួរទៀតបានទេកូនបន្ថែមបាទទៅបាទទៅ post presentation ធ្វើអីបាទអញ្ចឹងគាត់ថាគាត់ថា I need a few stamps បាទគាត់ត្រូវការបាទទិញតែមបិទអីចឹងទៅបាទអញ្ចឹងគាត់អាចថែមមួយទៀតទៅបើសិនជាលោកគ្រូចង់ឲ្យសិស្សរបស់គាត់និយាយបានវែងណាបាទ yeah okay point number 3 drill the new lines and introduce some new vocabulary items through the new lines yeah for example I am going to the supermarket I need a little butter yeah but now if the teacher switch uh, to the supermarket to library yeah so the student have to I am going to the library right I am going to the library then their objective is I need few books right I need a few books yeah this is the aims of the second sentence and if the teacher want the student to change or to switch uh, to a drugstore yeah I'm going to the drugstore okay what do you go okay what do you go to drugstore for okay the answer the student can answer I need little medicine something like that okay so this is the pattern the sentence pattern that the teacher just want the student to replace the words that they need to to practice more. Okay, let's move to point number 4. Distinguish mass and count nouns. Yeah, by adding students to infer the use of little versus a little versus a few, right? Yeah, through example without explicit grammar rules បាទចឹងអាហ្នឹងយើងឲ្យបាទឧទាហរណ៍មួយដែរណាបាទ without explicit grammar rule បាទមិនចាំបន្ថែមវេយ្យាករណ៍ពីក្រៅទេអាហ្នឹងណា one point the teacher used contrastive analysis to identify pronunciation difficulties and systematically drills students on it versus e okay the short phonetic sound and the long sound using minimal pairs and progressive practice okay so we can put the words that sounds it okay many more words versus the the word having long long sound okay long sound បាទសំឡេងប្រអស់បាទយើងអាចដាក់ពី3មកដើម្បីផ្ទៀងគ្នាបាទ okay point number 6 the teacher reinforces the dialogue through guided writing tasks I think this point is hard to conduct teaching student but however if the teacher can apply it is better it's better Okay, those tasks are likely fill in the blank, yeah, sentence, yeah, sentence formation or sentence making, okay, making sentence, but the yeah they are the yeah orally drill patterns. Okay, we give student to speak it, yeah, to give their oral speech បាទកន្លែងហ្នឹងលំហាត់មែនប៉ុន្តែគឺឲ្យកូនសិស្សគាត់និយាយណាអត់សរសេរនេះណាបាទ Okay, point number 7. A teacher led supermarket alphabet game. Okay, so this is also an interesting um, yeah an interesting exercise. I think if we can conduct it. A teacher led supermarket alphabet game where students take turns into yeah food items in alphabetical order. Yeah, repeat previous items, practice vocabulary and sentence structure, and receive support from peers to the teachers when needed. Okay, yeah. For example, um, in the textbook you can see I go. Yes, I go supermarket. Yeah, I go supermarket. The teacher, the student answer, he need butter, and then starting with apple. Okay, I go to yeah, I go to supermarket. Yeah, supermarket. I buy apple, and then to the other, and then give this turn to the other friends in the class. He say, you know, what fruits after apple. Okay, so we can say, um, I go to yeah, I go to market. I buy a banana. Okay, something like that. Okay, then when they finish their fruit selections of banana. Okay, what else started with the letter C? Okay, so if they switch to carrot, yeah, they can say okay, I buy carrot. Okay, and if they finish the speaking of carrot, they can yeah, it is to the letter D. Okay, what yeah, what vegetable or what fruit represent for letter D? So okay, we allow or we let students to find words started with the letter D. Okay, and the following word. Okay, after D already finished, we move to letter E, F, and until the last alphabetical. Okay, alphabet. And at the same time they feel okay, they feel happy and they enjoy um, participating with yeah, with this in this activity. Um, yeah, point number 8. Okay, it can be called the activity number 8. The teacher presents and discusses U.S. supermarkets, comparing them with Mali markets and sports. Yeah, because this April conducted in Mali country. Yeah, in Mali country, and the teachers there conducted teaching the student ages 13 to 15 years old. Okay, and teacher encourage them to yeah to join all the activity, but they are yeah they 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 speak English only, so their explanations and interactions are in English. Okay, thinking about the experience. Everyone, how do you think? All of what happened in Mali is just the experience, but now it's on time to think about those experience. What should be uh, yeah what should be done in observations and brought as in as principles.
Teacher, I have a question.
Okay, please.
Teacher, this method is related to the class environment, teacher.
Yeah, okay. It's also.
Uh, yeah, because when I hear you teaching, this method is related to the or focus on the how to lead the class, right?
Mm, this method is not focus on does not focus on the leading the class, but it gives student opportunity to practice in the sentence patterns. Yeah, follow teacher model. They try to uh, pronounce correctly. It is not more in the yeah, okay, in the approach can be embedded the classroom decoration. Okay, so in the classroom can be added some activity, yeah, some approach. This is just the method. Okay, the method.
Oh, yeah. I think about that. When you want to student talk back or following you, you must to see about the class environment because when all the student is not focused with your voice or with your activity, how can we change it those situation?
Um, well, what you have mentioned is found in the direct method. Okay, the direct method uh, allow the teacher to, yeah, to lead the class or to give the class environment bright or clear, okay, bright or full, bright full, and give the students to see everything around in the class. And when the classroom is attractive, they have the positive thinking or the positive feeling to join. Uh, the method is just the theory, okay, the way to create the activity to, yeah, to provide teaching and learning. It is
Oh,
the theory, yeah, the theory.
oh yeah. Thank you, teacher. Thank you.
Yes.
And maybe I have some confused about.
No, no problem. Yeah, no. Theory is just about something we are thinking about here. Uh, um, Techniques or activity are the way we are conducting the theory. ចឹងនិយាយថាអា method ហ្នឹងវាជាវិធីមានន័យវាសំដៅទៅលើអឺមធ្យោបាយដែលត្រូវយកមកប្រើតើប្រើហ្នឹងបាទថាតើយកមកប្រើហ្នឹងវាត្រូវអត់អា situation មួយណា condition មួយហ្នឹងបើសិនជាប្រើហ្នឹងអាចថាត្រូវគឺលោកគ្រូអ្នកគ្រូហ្នឹងគាត់បង្កើតជា activity ឬក៏ approach បន្តគ្នាគេហៅថាអឺ technique ណាបាទ technique អញ្ចឹងក្នុងហ្នឹងដូចជាការតុបតែងថ្នាក់ឲ្យមានបរិយាកាសក្នុងថ្នាក់ហ្នឹងមើលទៅចង់រៀនអីដូចជាមានតុបតែងរូបភាពអឺដាក់ផ្កាឬក៏ដាក់ slogan ផ្សេងអីក្នុងដាក់រូបផ្សេងដាក់អក្ខរាវិរុទ្ធឬក៏តារាងភ្ញៀវអ្នកផ្សេងចូលអញ្ចឹងណាអាហ្នឹងក៏ធ្វើក៏វិជាវិធីសាស្ត្រមួយឲ្យសិស្សរបស់គាត់នឹងចង់មានអារម្មណ៍ល្អចង់រៀនដែរបាទអញ្ចឹងអាហ្នឹងគឺជាជាលទ្ធផលឬជាផ្នែកមួយនៃ method sorry ជា technique បាទសម្រាប់យកមកប្រើដែរណាបាទហើយអា audio នេះវាសំដៅទៅលើការ practice repetition តាមគ្រូរបស់គាត់បាទគ្រូនិយាយអីគ្រូថាអីកូនសិស្សថាតាមគាត់អញ្ចឹងដែរបាទប៉ុន្តែគឺរបស់វាគឺដំបូងវាជាពាក្យខ្លីៗទេ short short phrase short phrase then finally it can be used in the sentence but short sentence it's not very long sentence បានបងនិយាយពាក្យមួយម៉ាត់អញ្ចឹងទៅបានចាប់ដើម clear បន្តទៀតបានប្រយោគខ្លីៗតែហ្មងណាបាទអត់វែងពេកទេបាទបើនិយាយជាប្រយោគវែងពេកក៏កូនសិស្សក៏បាក់តដែរណាបាទ Okay sorry everyone តោះអាចតន់ខ្លះណាគេថាឯកសារនេះវាទាមទារយើងអានដែរណាដើម្បីយើងយល់ពី concept មួយហ្នឹងបាទ គេតើឥឡូវយើងមើលtechnique ហើយនឹង principle គេបន្តិចណាយើងមើល yeah the first technique the teacher introduces a new dialogue yeah uh, the teacher introduces a new dialogue so uh, this is the technique that the teacher conduct or show his student to yeah to know or to see and in principle language form do not occur by themselves they occur most naturally within a context. Okay, so this is connected with the classroom environment. Yeah, as uh, yeah, we just mentioned. បាទនេះគឺ yeah it is connected to the classroom atmosphere បើសិនជាគ្រូគាត់ផ្ដល់ជាឃ្លាសំនៀងមួយល្អប៉ុន្តែអឺ yeah ថ្នាក់រៀនហ្នឹងដូចជាយើងឃើញវាអត់សូវជាមានចំណាប់អារម្មណ៍ចង់ឲ្យគាត់រៀនវាពិបាកដែរបាទនេះគឺ language form do not occur by themselves they occur most naturally with a context បាទអញ្ចឹងបើសិនជា concern ហ្នឹងអាឃ្លាសំនៀងហ្នឹងវាតាក់ទងទៅនឹងចំណូលចិត្តរបស់កូនសិស្សឬក៏បរិយាកាសនៅក្នុងថ្នាក់ហ្នឹងវាតាក់ទងមួយចំណាប់អារម្មណ៍របស់សិស្សអាហ្នឹងគាត់រៀនឆាប់ចេះបាទទោះជាឃ្លាសំនៀងហ្នឹងវាមិនសូវជាមិនសូវជាមានអត្ថន័យអីក៏អាចទៅតាក់ទងទៅនឹងចំណុចចិត្ត concern ហ្នឹងក៏គាត់រៀនបានដែរបាទ Okay the next the second activity the language teacher uses only the target language in the classroom actions pictures or really are used to give meaning otherwise okay so this activity we found that the language teacher use the target language in the classroom but to help the student to understand well the teacher use their gesture their action their pictures and the other visual aid to help their student to understand the meaning so in principles the native language and the target language have separate linguistic system okay yeah it is automatically separated okay native language and the target language is not yeah it's not interconnected yeah អានេះដល់ពេលគ្រូធ្វើអញ្ចឹងមកអាភាសាកំណើតភាសាដើមរបស់យើងនឹងអត់បានប្រើបាទព្យាយាមគិតអាភាសាដែលយើងបានរៀនហ្នឹងកំពុងតែរៀនហ្នឹងឯងបាទត្រូវយកមកប្រើបាទ they should be kept apart so that the student native language interferes as little as possible with the student attempts to acquire the target language okay so the native language cannot interrupt the target language that the students are learning okay which means the students think in target language if they learn English they must think in English yeah if they learn French they must think in French automatically okay let's move to activity number 3 the language teacher introduces the dialogue by modeling it 2 times she introduces the drills by modeling the correct answers at other times she corrects mispronunciation by modeling the proper sounds in the target language yes as you can see point number 3 this activity to help students understand well at least the teacher pronounce the difficult word 2 times yeah 2 times to help them to understand to catch up the correct pronunciation in principle one of the language teachers major roles is that of a model of the target language yeah however it still mentions the target language students should provide students with an accurate model by listening to how it is supposed to sound students should be able to mimic the model okay to repeat, yeah, to repeat, yeah, the model. Anyway, teacher speak, the student must uh, follow repeating that word. อันนี้ครูថាអីសិស្សថាតាមអញ្ចឹងណាបាទត្រាប់តាមណាបាទបើ teacher ហៅថាងgo to the library អញ្ចឹងសិស្សបុគ្គលត្រូវ repeat តាម go to the library ដែរបាទ okay yeah, activity number 4, the student repeat each line of the new dialogue several times. Yeah, in principle, language learning is a process of habit formation. The more often something is repeated, the stronger the habit and the greater the learning. Yeah, which means the more we do the more we practice, the more we know, the more we understand. All right, point number 5. Who would like to help me to read if you prefer to explain? Okay, that is, yeah, that is better. បាទឥឡូវសូមគ្នាយើងម្នាក់មកបាទតាអានចំណុចទី5មួយមកបើសិនជាអាចទេបញ្យល់ផងណា if you don't want to explain, okay, no problems.
Let me picture.
Okay, thank you, Nikumalai, please.
Number 5, the student stumbled over one of the lines of the dialogue. The teacher uses the backward build-up drill with this line. It is important to prevent learners from making errors. Errors lead to the information of bad habits. When errors do occur, they should immediately be corrected by the teacher. So, like example, so when the students stumble, then the teacher use the backward, like example from the word office, and then the students repeat after the teacher,
Yes.
and the teacher also lead, like example say office, they say office,
All right.
the office. Then they just, until they said, I'm going to the office or post office, like that. And then
Sure.
we got that one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
superb. Okay, thank you so much, Nikumalai. All right, everyone, yeah, can you catch up some points of meanings? Yeah, that Nikumalai has mentioned. Okay, the core value of this audio lingual method is only that point that Nikumalai has mentioned. Okay, those are the core value. Okay, the main points. Okay, let's move to activity number 6. Does anyone to write? Yeah, to read. Yeah, does anyone want to read? Okay, yeah, let me read for you. The teacher initiates a chain drill in which a student grades another. Okay, chain drill. Yeah, it is in the process. Yeah, the teacher initiates a chain drill in which, yeah, a student grades another. Yeah. This activity, teacher gives student, yeah, the negotiation to yeah, start welcoming each other from the beginning of the point to the last point, but it is in the sequential. Yeah, and the purpose, okay, in principle, the purpose of language learning is to learn how to use the language to communicate, yeah, to connect, yeah. Student learn how to communicate each other, yeah, to talk to each other. Point number 7, the teacher uses single slot and multiple slot substitution drills. This point, teacher use the slot to give student cue, yeah, yeah, to remind or to think of the keywords, yeah, yeah, to use in the sentence. In principle, yeah, particular parts of speech occupy particular slots in sentences. In order to create new sentences, students must learn which part of speech occupy which slot. Okay, which means which free space uh, does the student can find any word to put in, yeah, to replace uh, yeah, to put down in the blank បាទអញ្ចឹងកន្លែងណាតំណេហ្នឹងគឺកូនសិស្សគាត់ដាក់ពាក្យហ្នឹងណាដែលគាត់រកឃើញបាទ yeah, it has many, okay, 17 yeah, 17 activity everyone. The teacher says very good, yeah, when the student answer correctly. Sure, I love this motivation that the teacher always say it to me. Yeah, when I was a kid. Okay, good boy. Yeah, good boy. Positive reinforcement helps the student to develop correct habits. Yeah, correct habits. Surely, it is the best way to motivate people have the power to keep going on their learning. Point number 9, the teacher uses spoken cue and picture cues. Yeah. Okay, so picture cue are still helpful. Yeah, that they can be used to help students to find the correct words. Yeah, in the speaking and in their yeah, okay, something writing. Yeah. In principle, students should learn to respond to both verbal and non-verbal stimuli. Yeah. When they can see the, yeah, when they see the picture, they can be able to respond. Yeah. Point number 6. Point number 10. The teacher conducts transformation and question and answer drills. Well, when the teacher give them more chance to practice, later on the teacher can use his question and answer drill to conduct the information transformation, yeah, in his or in her teaching. In principle, each language has a finite numbers of patterns. Each language has a finite number of patterns. Pattern practice helps students to form habits. Okay, so it still mentioned a pattern. Pattern practice. To form habits which enable the students to use the patterns. Okay. When students speak in patterns very often, they automatically improve by using the patterns. Activity number 11, when the students can handle it, the teacher passes the question to them repeatedly. Yeah. Students should overlearn, yeah, which means the student can learn autonomously. Yeah, learn to answer automatically without stopping to think. Yeah. Okay, number 12. Number 12. The teacher provides the student with cues. She calls on individuals. She smiles encouragement. She holds up pictures one after another. How do you think about this number 12 activity? Do you think the whole class keep eye contact to their teachers all together? បើសិនជាអ្នកគ្រូឬក៏លោកគ្រូធ្វើអញ្ចឹងមានមួយថ្នាក់ហ្នឹងភាគរយច្រើនណាសិស្សទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងមើលតែគាត់ទាំងអស់គ្នាហ៎
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Yeah. So what happened to the situation? ចឹងពេលហ្នឹងសារភាពមិនដែរ
They nervous, teacher.
All right, okay, that's so good. However, they feel nervous, but they can be encouraged by their teacher. Yeah, because at the moment the teacher they hold up picture for them to see, and the class, okay, the students in class, however they, yeah, however can not or can answer little, but they are also but they are automatically encouraged to speak, yeah, to speak out, yeah, to shout out. Oh, teacher, it is like that, it is like that. At least a word uh, is motivated to speak out. ទោះបើពេលខ្លះក៏មានអារម្មណ៍រៀងភ័យៗណាតែដល់ពេលឃើញអ្នកគ្រូគាត់ធ្វើអញ្ចឹងក៏វាគាត់និយាយដែរមកខុសមួយម៉ាត់ត្រូវម៉ាត់ក៏មិនអីដែរអូខេ uh, it is, yeah, it is a way to give student opportunity to speak out. Yeah, yeah, she calls on individual. Yeah, she smile encouragement. Okay, I love, yeah, I love the sentences. She holds up pictures, okay, one after another. Okay, it is a good motivation, I think. And in principle, yeah, the teacher should be like an orchestra leader. Okay, the leader, orchestra leader. Okay, this situation, this activity, the teacher is a team leader, right? Yeah, conducting, guiding, and controlling the student behavior in the, okay, in using the target language. Okay, everybody, please. What is it in English? Okay, what is that in English? So, uh, yeah, the teacher provide, yeah, conducting, okay, guiding. Okay, everyone, this is called, this is in English is, this one in English is like that. Okay, so yeah, the teacher can, yeah, conduct that. Okay, point number 13, a new vocabulary is introduced through lines of the dialogue. Okay, vocabulary is limited. Yeah, it is already mentioned. The major objective of language teaching should be for a student to acquire the structural pattern. Okay, it is still, yeah, it is still repeatedly confirmed the structural pattern. Okay, it is not focused on the rule, the grammar. The student will learn in structural patterns. និយាយថារៀនបែប audio lingual listening គឺយើងរៀនរបៀបជា pattern បងប្អូនបើយើងគាត់ដូរពាក្យដូរពាក្យបាទប៉ុន្តែអា form វាមកមិនគេឲ្យយើង replace អាពាក្យហ្នឹងជំនួសចូលពាក្យចាស់ៗបាទ yeah, structural patterns. All right, students are given no grammar rules. បាទអញ្ចឹងអត់សូវរៀនវេយ្យាករណ៍ប៉ុន្មានទេណាបាទ student are given no grammar rules. Yeah, grammatical points are taught through example and reels. Yeah, so grammar rules are not mentioned, yeah, in audiolingual methods. So in principle, the learning of another language should be the same as the acquisition of the native language. We do not need to memorize rules in order to use our native language. Other rules are necessary to use the target language will be configured out or induced from examples. បាទដកចេញអស់លីហ្នឹងណាបាទដកអស់ហើយអត់ឲ្យសិស្សស្មុគស្មាញរៀនតាមវិធីហ្នឹងណាបាទបាទអញ្ចឹងរូបមន្តឬក៏ចំណុចស្មុគស្មាញវិជ្ជាករអីអត់ confirm ទេគេអត់យកមកនិយាយទេបាទដាក់ចូលទៅតាមទម្រង់តាម pattern នេះហើយគឺ follow តាមហ្នឹងទៅបាទដែរ do you think this kind of method is easier to learn ណាទម្រង់រៀនហ្នឹងមិនដែរសូមជឿ yeah, it is not grammatically yeah, it is not grammatically analyzed មកអត់ត្រូវការវិភាគវិជ្ជាអីណាបាទ activity 15, the teacher does a contrastive analysis of the target language and the student's native language in order to locate the places where she anticipates her students will have trouble. Yeah, she hope, yeah, she expect. The teacher does a contrastive analysis of the target language and the student's native language in order to locate the places where she anticipates. Yeah, she hope her student will have trouble ធម្មតាទេហ្នឹងកាលណានិយាយទៅផ្ទុយពីអភិសាកំណើតគឺដល់សិស្សហ្នឹងវិញហ្នឹងទាំងខ្ញុំទាំងគេណាបាទ Yeah sorry yeah how do you think a contrastive yeah a contrastive analysis of the target language បាទនៅពេលដែលបាទលោកគ្រូអ្នកគ្រូបាទនិយាយភាសាបាទភាសាបរទេសហើយភាសាកំណើតរបស់សិស្សហ្នឹងអាកន្លែងហ្នឹងវាប្រឆាំងគ្នាអញ្ចឹងគាត់យើងសិស្សពិបាកដែរណាបាទជាពិសេសនៅកសោមនាមអីហ្នឹងបាទនៅកសោម compound words yeah especially it is more at compound nouns the major challenge of language teaching is getting students to overcome the habits of their native language. A comparison between the native and target language will tell the teacher in which areas her student will probably experience difficulty. បាទកន្លែងហ្នឹងគេពិចារណាថាបើសិនជាបាទឧបសគ្គធំបាទក្នុងការរៀនភាសាបរទេសគឺបើសិនជាបាទមានសិស្សច្រើនហ្នឹងគឺពិបាកធ្វើណាគឺពិបាកធ្វើ is getting student to overcome the habits បាទធ្វើឲ្យសិស្សជាច្រើនហ្នឹងគាត់ពិបាកជំនះអាទម្លាប់ដែលគាត់ធ្វើទម្លាប់គាត់ធ្លាប់និយាយបាទទៅលើភាសាកំណើតរបស់គាត់ប៉ុន្តែនេះទោះជាពិបាកមិនក៏គេនៅ confirm ថាវាគ្រាន់តែជាឧបសគ្គដែលរៀងផ្ទុយដែលវាអាចប្រឆាំងគ្នាណាបាទប៉ុន្តែងាកទៅក៏វានៅតែក្នុង structural pattern ដែលទេបាទអូខេពីណាមានអីសូមជើញ
Me, teacher.
Okay please
For me, I used to have the experience of that kind of method. Like, I used to teach a part-time class. When like I had Mama have mentioned about it, like the audio method is kind of correct our pronunciation as well, and she's have been mentioned that some student has say pause office or something like that, and that day is the first time of using the audio type, and I used to listen to it, and I notate the word the bird like the word like tree, like the bird on the tree, something like that. When I listen to it, I feel like some of the students will not recognize it. They used to say three, not tree. So if I let them listen to the native language, they cannot recognize it. And what I think is exactly right, because when I let them listen to it, they wonder what is this word means. So I try to repeat it like a couple of times or a lot of time to make them memorize, but they still don't understand what that word is, because they used to say like the bird on the tree, not the bird on the tree. So I think the audio method is kind of a really best method to let them like recognize or they can pronunciation more correctly about this.
Sure. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's super. Yeah, this is what the audiolingual method has provide us the correct pronunciation. Yeah, and as you have already just confirmed. Okay. Yeah, it is the last slide of thinking about the experience. Yeah. How do you think about activity 16 and activity 17? Okay.
Teacher, do you need someone to read?
Yeah. If Nekumalai read and free us explanation, that is the best. Okay. Thank you, please.
Both points, teacher.
Uh, One or two, according to your
Okay.
your choice.
Okay.
Okay.
The teacher writes the dialogue on the blackboard toward the end of the week. The
Yes.
students do some limited written work with the dialogue and with sentence drills. Speech is most basic to language, then the written form, the natural order, the order children follow when learning their native language of skill acquisition is listening, speaking, reading, and writing. So 17,
Okay.
number
Yes.
17, the supermarket alphabet game and a discussion of American supermarkets and football are included.
Yes.
Language cannot be separated from culture. Culture is not only literature and the arts, but also the everyday behavior of the people who use the target language. One of the teacher's responsibility is to present information about that culture.
Okay. Nice. Yeah.
So I
That's
think
very
this
good.
one is really exactly the same to DM, direct method. Yes, they don't learn how to speak it properly, but they also learn the culture.
Okay. Right.
Uh, yeah, that's all, teacher.
One different, yeah, one different point is repetition, right? And
Yes.
correct pronunciation. However, these two methods are more at the target language practice, but audiolingual method is more specific, yeah, than the direct method. However, the direct method, uh, uh, we think it is not uh, more specific on the pronunciation, but it also motivates us to, yeah, to use the target language, yeah, to promote the skill, especially the speaking skills. Yeah, these two methods are still important for, okay, for teachers and, yeah, learners to, yeah, join together to improve their target language. Okay, let's reviewing the principles. It has got 10 questions. Question number one: what are the goals of teachers who use the audio lingual methods? Okay, what are the goals of teachers?
I think for me, teacher,
Yes.
I think teachers using audio linguist method because the teacher wants the student to speak the target language automatically and one more like use it without thinking about the rules. They can say it like correctly or fluently without thinking about the grammar, something like that, or rule. And one more thing is like we communication accurately through our learning and like students also achieve this by forming new habit like they can change their old habit uh from using their native language to the target language in class. I think it's
Wow.
this kind of the rule or the goal of the teacher.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, you have a very good critical thinking. Yeah, that's a nice. Yeah, Kenya. Okay, it is very broad than critical thinking. Okay, you have already mentioned the communication. Okay, it is the answer for the, yeah, for the question number one. And question number two, what is the role of the teacher? What is the role of the students? Yeah. When using audiolingual methods, okay, what are the roles of the teacher and what is the role of the teacher and what is the role of the students?
May I answer?
The teacher is the leader teacher,
Okay,
the
the
rules,
yeah teacher is the leader. Nice.
and the controller.
Okay. And how about the roles
Yes,
of the
and
students?
the students,
Yes.
they are like the follower.
Yeah. Okay. Follow. Okay. When helping the leader, so it also have it must have the follower. Okay. Nice.
For me, teacher,
Okay. Please.
you
Okay.
show it,
Nice.
teacher.
Okay.
Like
What is your idea? Okay.
I want to say about the teacher is kind of the orchestra that you have mentioned before, and
Right.
the teacher also the kind of the person who correct pronunciation or grammar
Yes.
of our learning process.
All
And
right.
one more thing, like they respond immediately about the error. Like if the student make the error or mistake, they have to correct it immediately to make the student like can change about the answer or habit that they have been mentioned. And the rule of student, I think, like Bangla has mentioned also, like they kind of follower
Yeah. Follower.
and they have to listen to the teacher carefully. They have to respond quickly, and they have to. I think this method is not force us to memorize. I think like that, but they have to memorize all the thing that teacher have been mentioned in the lesson or the process of the the, the learning of that process of method.
Okay. No. So, however, it is not mention of memorization, but we have to follow the structural pattern. It should be assumed as the memorization. Okay, thank you, Kenya. Yes, thank you so much. Yes, students are followers, exactly. Yeah. Students are imitators, which means students are repeater. Yeah, repeater. បាទគាត់អ្នកត្រាប់តាមគ្រូគាត់ណាបាទ Um, question number three, what are some characteristics of the teaching or learning process when using audiolingual method?
Teacher, I don't
Yes.
understand the question, teacher.
What are characteristics? Yeah, what are the characteristics do the teachers and students use in using the learning audiolingual methods? Okay. What main point should they have?
Teacher, I think it's like teaching new vocabulary
Yes.
and the structure pattern.
Okay. New. Yeah.
Yes.
New vocabulary. Yeah. Structural patterns. Okay.
And also the dialogues,
Yeah. Dialogues.
learning,
Yeah. Dialogue
and the
learning.
repetition.
Yeah. Repetition.
And when it comes to drill,
Yes.
yeah, repetition is we call it like drills.
Yeah.
It's
Drills.
like back up, build up, backward, build up, forward the sentence.
Okay.
It's like chain or substitution or transformation, question and answer, something like that.
Okay.
And they don't have to like kind of feel free about the grammar. They don't have to stress themselves about the grammar.
All
And they
right.
learn feel also like they learn also the cultural information about the target language.
Yeah, that's so good. Okay, what you have mentioned are really correct. Okay, learning new vocabulary and structural patterns. Yeah. Okay, those main points okay are created into dialogues. Yeah, through imitations and repetition, and okay, we use the drills as that you have already, yeah, said, yeah, but a build up or, yeah, chain substitution like that. Okay, yeah, that's a good. And yeah, question number four: what is the nature of student, yeah, teacher, yeah, what is the nature of student teacher interaction? What is the nature of student interaction? So how about um, a student and teacher connection, and student and student connection? Mm,
I think student to student interaction is like in chain drill,
okay.
when students take different roles in dialogues. The teacher is direct needs to direct them,
Okay.
and most of the interaction is like between the teacher and the students, and initially by the teacher.
Okay. Well, yeah, teacher and a student and teacher interaction is teacher. Uh,
I think this method is kind of
director.
teacher center.
Yeah, teacher center. Okay. Yeah. When talking about teacher center, is more. Yeah, it is more correct. Yeah. Teacher center. Okay. Okay. Teacher director or teacher center. Between it started from the teacher first. Mm, how about sentence, question number five? How are the feelings of the student deal with? How are the feelings of the students deal with?
Scared, child.
Okay, scary.
Yes, they like they kind of nervous also
Okay, nervous.
because yes because like if the teacher asks them in individual, they're gonna feel like who is the next person who answer the question. So that's why they have to listen carefully. Like no matter what, you have a feeling to study or not, you have to, because if the teacher point at you, you have to stand up and answer.
Okay, so hopefully the
But
answer
this
is
point, teacher,
yes.
it's exactly the same with the DM. So I think there's no principles.
Okay, however, it is confirmed that it has no principle, uh, but uh, yeah, according to what Kenya has mentioned, it is more. Yeah, it is more at that. Okay, it would, yeah, it would have the nervous or scary, uh, yeah, scary feelings. Okay, nervous. However, it is yeah, it mentioned no principles. But it is also nervous. Okay, it is also nervous because, yeah, when the teacher point at any student in the class to answer the question, they exactly feel, yeah, feel nervous or feel scary. Okay.
It's like teacher, especially like in class, like face to face. But through the online class, you cannot force us to answer it. Just keep silent.
All right. All right. Okay. It is real. Okay. Yes. How about language use and culture view? Yeah. It. What is the language more at, and what is culture more at? Um, is the language is more at skill, and is culture is more at art or literature or social status.
For me, I think the language view is kind of its learning happen through our practice or conditioning.
Yes.
We have to practice it. And one more thing is correct response are reinforced. Like um, like it have to we have to pungrang on this section.
Reinforce. Yes.
And
Reinforce.
one more thing is errors are bad habit,
Yes.
and you should be aware of it. So it doesn't mean that you don't have to make mistake. No, you have to correct it. Like the teacher correct the student about their mistake. And the last one, I think, uh, the using of a native language is kind of habit that interfere with the target language, so that that it means like you don't have to use your native language. You have to use your the target language that you want to learn to practice in this process to make sure that everything is gonna be like if you use only the target language, it's very difficult for the beginner. I know, but that the teacher should be aware of it, like should be aware of native language. But it's not doesn't mean that you don't have to use it. Just a little. That's all.
Yes. If having yeah, if having my difficulty, a teacher can use um, the visual aids. Okay, they are like
Yes.
okay pictures. Okay, slash substitution. Okay. Okay, thank you, Kenya. It is real. Yeah, it is real that we have already talked. So the answer is there. Okay. Yeah, it is just a part of the answer. Okay, what you have already mentioned is already covered. And yeah, a culture is everyday yeah, behavior and everyday communication and our lifestyle by using the target language. What areas of language are emphasized and what language skills are emphasized?
I think the language skill, the language skill emphasize is kind of like the natural order of the skill is like the first one is listening,
Yes.
and you have to listen to the audio or the type that the teacher let us hear, and then you have to speak it out. You have
Okay.
like the speaking skill, and after that, the third one is gonna be reading, and the last one is writing. Like this kind overall skill receive the most attention, and reading and writing is come later. So the first thing is listening and speaking,
Okay.
and pronunciation is taught from the beginning, often with uh, minimal pairs, something like that.
Yeah. Okay, that's right. Well, that's so good. Okay, listening first, and yeah, speaking, yeah, reading and writing. What is the role of the student's native language? Yeah, what is the role of the student's native language? Yeah, using in yeah, audiolingual methods.
The native language, I think it should not be used in the class. Like we avoid it. So the target language only in the class, like we use only the target one.
Okay.
Something I know it's difficult, like I mentioned, but we have to do it.
Yeah, it is not used. Yeah, okay. The student native language is not used in the target language. Okay, where is it? Yeah. Okay, you are right. Yeah. The target language is used in the classroom, not the student native language. Okay. Yeah, that's so good. How is evaluation accomplished? How is evaluation accomplished in audio lingual method? Uh, is the evaluation conducted by asking and yeah by asking question and answer, yeah, to measure it is to uh, evaluation accomplishment. Okay, everyone, please check the answer with me. Okay, the evaluation, yeah, used in the audiolingual method is the formal test. Yeah, formal test. As you know, formal test come up with four macro skill. Yeah. How does the teacher respond to the student errors?
This part, this question, students' error um, are to be avoided at all possible and through the teacher's awareness correction.
Yeah.
Yeah. And students might have some difficulty and also restriction, but they still learn. That's how they learn.
Okay. Yeah. Uh, teacher must be aware of. Uh, yeah, teacher must be aware of the students uh, will have difficulty and how the teacher must understand how to yeah, to talk to the student about the mistakes. Okay, which yeah, it would be error discussion. Yeah, error discussion. Okay, now let's check the techniques conducted in audiolingual mistake. Yeah, it has got many. Okay, it has got many different kinds of techniques used in audiolingual method. They are dialogue memorization, okay, backward build up, yeah, repetition drill, yeah, chain drill, yeah, single slot substitution drill, multiple slot substitution drill, yeah, transformation drill, question and answer drill, use of minimal pairs, complete the dialogue, grammar game, very a lot. Yeah, these are techniques conducted in audiolingual methods. Okay, now let's discuss about this dialogue memorization. Okay, lesson four. Yeah, lesson often begin with dialogues or short conversation between two people. Student memorize dialogues through mimicry, through uh, repetition. Students typically take one role and the teacher takes the other. After learning one role, students switch to memorize the other part. Classes may split roles with half taking one part and half the other. Memorized dialogue can be performed in pairs for the class. Dialogues include specific sentence patterns and grammar points. These patterns and points are a lot of practice in drills based on the dialogue. Okay, So when reading from these sections, it has in order. It has prepare sequentially. So when we read from the first point to the last point, they are prepared in order. Yeah. Technique backward build up. Yeah, technique backward build up, or it's called expansion drill. Used when a long dialogue line is difficult for students. Yeah, when uh, the dialogue line is long, it is really hard for students to remember. So teacher use it to backward to help to have student to recall, to remember. Teacher break the line into several parts, for easier to understand, to remember. Student repeat each part, usually starting with the last phrase. Student gradually expand repetition part by part until they can repeat the whole line. Teacher start from the end of the sentence to maintain natural intonation. Focus on the end of the sentence where new information usually appears. Okay, so they are in a process that the backward build up technique use, to to help the student to remember, and uh, they break the long sentence into several shorter part to to remember easily. Technique repetition drill. Students are asked to repeat the teacher model as accurately and as quickly as possible. This drill is often used to teach the lines of the dialogue. Okay, so it is clear. I mentioned chain drill. Oh, sorry. Chain drill involve a chain of conversation among students. Yeah, it is connected to the conversation in uh, yeah uh, switching turn among students. Uh, the, the teacher initiates by greeting or asking a question to a student. Each student responds and then direct a question or greeting to the next student. It allows controlled communications, though limited. It enables the teacher to check each student's speech. Yeah, this kind of technique can be hard to to apply among the among the kids, among little kids, but it can be used in the adult or teenager learners. Technique single slot substitution drill. Uh, as you can see here, a teacher says a line usually from the dialogue. Teacher gives a word or phrase or cue. Yeah. Student repeat the line, substituting the cue in the correct place. Okay, the purpose of this technique is to practice, finding and filling in sentence slot or in sentence blanks. Yeah, it is kind of a fill in the blank exercise. Technique multiple slot substitution drill. Yeah, it is similar to single, but it is confirm multiple. Okay, many. Teacher provide cue phrases one at a time. Okay, many cue phrases. Yeah, cue phrases fit into different slots in the dialogue. Students identify a part of speech or correct slot for each cue. Student make necessary changes. For example, subject verb agreement. Okay, so the verb has the changing based on the subject. Okay, so the final verb has the changing according to the kind of subject. Students say the complete line with the cue phrase correctly placed. Okay, it is more complicated than the single one. Technical transformation drill. Teacher provide a specific sentence pattern. Okay, before uh, you're providing student to build the kind of sentence. Teacher have to to instruct the specific sentence pattern. Student transform the sentence into a negative form. Okay, a teacher have to provide the example in negative form. Uh, Other transformations include changing a statement into a question, changing an active sentence into a passive sentence, changing direct speech into reported speech. So before giving student to do the sentence or the example, teacher must give specific sentence pattern at the example first. Technique question and answer drill. Student practice answering questions. Answers should be given very quickly. Teachers can also cue students to ask questions. Practice focuses on the question pattern. Okay, so it still mentioned the pattern. Use of minimal pairs. Teacher use pairs of words differing by only one sound. For example, ship and sheep, ship or sheep. So it is minimal pairs to find the differentiations of sounds. Yeah, yeah, to ensure that which word should be yeah should be dot. Students first perceive the difference between the words. Okay, so they have to find the difference between the words. Students later practice pronouncing the words. Okay, so they have to pronounce which one is more correct. Okay, sheep or sheep. Okay, so they have to find the word to pronounce correctly, which is short pronunciation, which is long pronunciation. Uh, Student select sounds based on contrastive analysis between student native language and the target language. They completed the dialogue. Select words are erased from a dialogue student have learned. The student complete the dialogue by filling the blanks with the missing word. Okay, it is similar to the fill in the gaps. The grammar game. Games like the supermarket alphabet games described in this chapter are used in the audiolingual method. The games are designed to get students to practice a gamer point within a context. Students are able to express themselves, although in a limited way. Notice there is a lot of repetition in this game. Okay, so uh, in the supermarket alphabet game, as I have mentioned earlier, apple. Okay, and then what after apple? It could be banana. What word? Started with C. When we ask the student to find the word started with C. Okay, they can come up with a carrot, something like that. Okay, so uh, continue doing this until to the last alphabet. Conclusion. Um, in conclusion, we know that language acquisition results from habit information. from habit formation, yeah, from habit creation every day or daily, and reflect on whether native language habits interfere with learning the target language. Okay, so native language is the challenge that yeah, it can interfere learning the target language. Yeah, decide if error should be prevented as much as possible. Okay, so error should be quickly corrected. Focus on natural patterns on the target language. Okay, so here, this is what audiolingual method, yeah, focus on. Even at which principle of the audiolingual method are acceptable. As the usefulness of dialogues to introduce new materials. Consider memorization of dialogue through mimicry. Evaluate the values of structured drills as pedagogical activities. Assess the words of pronunciation practice using minimal pair skills, okay, long or short sound. Yet determine if the techniques can be used as described or adapted to your own teaching context. Okay, so we have to check the conditioning, yeah, the classroom atmosphere or cultural atmosphere. Okay, this is the exercise. Yeah, if you would like to do it, yes. It has got 2 points of exercise. Yeah, point A. Okay, check our understanding of the audiolingual method. Okay. Uh, yeah. First. Uh, okay. First, question has got 3 points. Yeah, point A, point B, point C. Uh, question number two. Yeah, it is the open question. Okay. It is your, yeah, individual work. If you prefer to read, okay, you can find way to, yeah, answer this question individually. All right, now we have come to the end of okay, for our discussion. Okay, everyone, please. It is exactly, yeah, faster.
I think other students already sleeping.
Okay, no problems. However, they have shared their critical thinking and their okay knowledge. Yeah, I really love their participation so much. Yeah. Okay, everyone. If having no questions, so now thank you. Yeah. See you again next week. Have a good
Richard,
one. Yes.
I have something to share, Richard.
Okay, please.
Uh, like when, like after learning this lesson, I feel like some of our school in our country nowadays,
Yes.
I think they should provide this kind of method. But I know the association kind of information about the part-time school that have kind of law payment school. Like
Yes.
I think all of us like will uh, notice about it. Like kind of the school that like pay $5 a month, maybe not a high payment school. Like they can they have no like they have only kind of the law budget to run the school, so they just can only hire the teacher and the place to run the school or business, so they cannot afford for the audio of the book. Just learning, just reading, writing, and listening is kind of from the teacher. But imagine if the teacher doesn't speak in English, so they cannot improve their speaking or listening skill. So I think it's kind of the big concern of our children or kid in Cambodia about learning in English. But for the high payment school, like AIS or something like that, it's yes, it absolutely have that kind of method because they can afford about the audio or type or uh, something like kind of method or material of the listening. So that is not the concern. But for kind of the law bucket school, it really hard to have this kind of those material. And this is just like like this situation is happen is also happen now, but I think they should change it to have this kind of method. As for me, if someone asks me like, did you learn from school? Like, did you learn listening and speaking from school? I can say that I'm not learning from school. I'm learning by myself because for me, I don't have I didn't go to the high payment school because like money limited. I can afford the high payment school, just a simple one. So I can learn only the reading kind of lesson or education, something like that. But for the listening and speaking, I'm not learning from school, just learning it by myself. So this is what I've been concerned about with teacher.
Okay, otherwise you have shared this uh, invaluable experience, and okay, yeah, we should take time to yeah to spread our voice, yeah, to our community in the village, and hopefully they can understand and they can improve their learning and teaching methods. And at the meantime they should include all especially audio learning materials, yeah, to yeah develop their formal skills, especially speaking and listening, yeah, as you have already mentioned. Okay, that is so good. And we should tell uh, yeah, we should talk our yeah talk to our friends in the village, in the community directly, I think. Okay, thank you Kenya, yeah, for uh, your excellent idea. Okay, what else do you have, everyone? Okay, if no further suggestion, okay, so let's break. See you again next week. Yeah, at the same time and at the same day. Okay, good luck. Yeah, have a good night.
All right. Thank you, teacher. Thank you for your time and your lesson.
Yeah, thank you,
And have
everyone.
a pleasant night. Good night.
Okay, good night.